Hey you guys, Fabio coming back with another live video. So I've been getting a lot of emails since my last video. Up until this point, a lot of people have been checking on me. I want to definitely thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. I'm really greatly appreciative for you guys. Um, as you guys know, I got a lot of people that's enrolled in my coaching and stuff like that. So I've been working with a lot of people. Um, so I just kind of want to give you guys just what's been going on with me. Uh, this coronavirus stuff, how it's been affecting my business. I want to talk about that because I've been getting a lot of emails, right? Um, from people that I've spoke to before, people that I've never spoke to. So let's talk about it, guys. Let's talk about it. I'm gonna give you my perspective, and this is only my opinion. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys just my opinion, just like I do any other video. Just my theory, my opinion, how I feel about it. Some of you may agree, some of you may disagree. It's just my opinion. Okay. Okay. Now, I won't keep you too long. If you do have questions, go ahead, throw them at me. I'll answer as many as possible, or you can always still email them or leave them here on the video. I do want you guys to like, share, subscribe, and comment, right? So that helps with the YouTube algorithm, help people to find this video to hear my perspective, right? Okay, so Fabio, how has business been going for you? Are you okay? How has the coronavirus affected your business? To be honest, guys, some things I'm not even sure if I should say. Like I say, I could cause a storm within a storm, so to speak. But I'm really, to be honest, I'm really not that concerned about the coronavirus, right? Now, I have my theories and I look at it differently than most people, right? And I know some people might not agree, right? To me, I feel like the coronavirus is just a marketing ploy on the world, for that matter. It's just I feel like it's just this huge press run, this huge publicity stunt, right? Done at its best, like the swine flu, some of these other things. I just don't look at it from the perspective that most people looking at it at. Okay, I just don't look at it from the eyes of, I guess, the news and the media, how they're looking at it. I did some research behind the coronavirus, right? And it seems to me that it has like the same symptoms, the same type of thing as just a common cold. The things that you need to do for a common cold: disinfect, right? Have a healthy immune system, right? Um, the same thing, right? Just keep yourself together. Those same things are the same things that you probably should do with the coronavirus. Now, moving right along, talking about how it's affected my business. It affected my business in a fantastic way, right? The people that I didn't coach and the people that joined my coaching, I gave them a lot of valuable pointers on how they can utilize this, since it's already, to me, this big marketing campaign, right, on the world. It's this big marketing campaign. So I've got tons of calls. People say, hey, uh the coronavirus, I need you. I'm talking about both my residential clients and commercial clients, and I've used that in marketing pieces that I done put out, right? I done revamped, I done put together flyers and everything just surrounding the coronavirus, period, because we in a scary nation right now. I mean, people in Italy, they say they got all these cases with people in Italy, right? Italy, to me, it's the hub right now for to make a lot of money, right? In that regard. Now, I'm not saying to downplay it. I'm not downplaying in the saying it's not a serious thing, right? It's still like a cold. You still could possibly die from. I don't believe the numbers that they're putting out there in the media is as big as they say it is. I'm sure some people have died, some people have contracted. I'm sure, I mean, they even got to the point they're using like NBA stars and movie stars and people like this. But to me, again, I just feel like as long as you eat well, you drink a lot of water, you build up your immune system, which is what this thing attacks, right? The immune system. You have a healthy immune system, right? Vitamin C, some vitamin D, right? You eat well. I feel like you will be okay. You contract it the same way as a common cold, right? Somebody sneeze on the doorknob, sneeze around you, whatever the case is, you contract it that way, right? And I just feel like if you just take care of yourself, you'll be okay. I do not feel as threatened about this situation as many. That's just my personal opinion, guys. So don't attack me. That's just my personal opinion. Um, but I do think it's good for business. Okay, it's something that we can't control, but since we can't control it, we can utilize this whole epidemic, as what they want to call it, as a marketing tool and be able to capitalize on that from a financial standpoint. As America already has, capitalized and they got you buying hand sanitizer. Well, you should have hand sanitizer. Period. Already, they got people buying more tissue. I'm hearing, right? People are, the meats is flying off the shelves. People are staying home. People are just buying up some of everything, right? Again, it's no different than when they said the Y2K thing was going to happen. It was the end of the world. So they buying all this water, the swine flu, the bird flu, the this, H1N1, the this, and these different ones. Like every so many years, they have these little things happen, right? And it's okay for it's a big thing for a shorter period, a short amount of time, and then it subside, right? And then every so many years we got something else. So when this leaves, we another 5 years or so, it's going to be a whole nother little epidemic going on with a different name, right? That's just my personal opinion, guys. Like I say, some of you guys might disagree with that, but I attacked it very, very strong from a business standpoint. I've had a lot of people that we already clean for, both residential and commercial, call us in. They were willing to pay more if they felt like there was a product that we can use outside of Clorox. Clorox kill on contact. And that's what I taught a lot of my people in that's in my coaching. A lot of people think there's this special formula, that's the special chemical that you can use. It's a lot of chemicals on the market, right? You can go to your janitor supply store, they can recommend all of these different things, right? One of the strongest chemicals that you could use, or solutions or formulas that you can use that kill on contact, is Clorox, is bleach, right? So you can you can dilute it, put it in a spray bottle, dilute it with some water because it's strong as is. So you can dilute it a little bit, and that can take you a mile away. Like that could take you a long way, guys. So a lot of people say, Fabio, what product should I get? Like a lot of the people just email me, Fabio, what should I use? What should I use? I say Clorox bleach, right? Clorox bleach. It's this product that's called Awesome. That we use at the dollar store. White vinegar, it's okay. Yep, you can use white vinegar. Yep, it's this product called Awesome. It's yellow, right? If you go to like the dollar store, Family Dollar, Dollar Tree, you can see this product. It's called Awesome. It's an awesome product, right? It don't have the best smell to it, but it's great for what you need it for, right? You can spray it on all type of surface, right? Wipe downs and that type of thing. It's an incredible product. We use, okay, ammonia, okay, chloride, yep, DJ and MC, we're making bank right now, yep, this is the best way, and I tell people, you go door to door right there, I even started this thing, said I forget the word that I use, we're Corona something, it's something that I was using in my marketing campaign. I can't even remember exactly what I said, but it's really no such thing. It's just something that I made up. I educated myself about it, right? I got a little intel about it, the coronavirus and that type of thing. And when I tell you I did my research, I spent many, many hours, and I'm looking at this, and I'm looking at the swine flu and some of these other things, and I'm like, wow, it's a lot of similarities, right? And then I just researched the common cold, right? And I'm like, wow, this the common cold. You do your research, you see the common cold, some of the symptoms and the same thing. It has the same thing as the coronavirus, right? But again, America has blown this thing up really, really huge. Again, I'm not trying to say that it's not a thing, right? But they build it up in such a way where everybody is scared, including business owners. They actually have business owners shutting it down. The government is shutting things down. Different things are shutting things down because they're blowing it up so big, right? Meanwhile, it's just my theory, guys. My theory. I got to keep saying that because somebody's going to say, well, you're just saying it because it haven't happened to you. You haven't caught the look. They have cases in Michigan, so I hear, right? They have cases in Michigan that's up like 13 cases in Michigan that people have this coronavirus, right? Again, like I said, the symptoms are the same. I'm not deflecting and saying that it's not a big thing. I just don't want to make it seem like it's not a big thing, guys. Okay. So again, like I say, as long as you continue to take care of yourself, you're working out, you're drinking a lot of water, you're getting your vitamin C, you're taking vitamin C vitamins, you're drinking your orange juice, whatever, you building your immune system up. You have a healthy immune system because that's what it attacks. It attacks the immune system, much like how a cold would be. Like you can have a common cold not treated properly, and a common cold could turn into a flu, right? Because you're not taking the necessary steps to treat the common cold, right? So it can go from A to B really, really fast if you don't treat it, if you just act like it doesn't exist, somewhat the way the coronavirus do, right? So you contract it the same way, talking to somebody, being around somebody. It's airborne. It's on the surface. Somebody sneeze on the door handle, sneeze on the steering wheel of the car. Then you're somebody drive it the same car behind you, and they didn't wipe everything down. Possibility you can catch the coronavirus because somebody sneezed on the steering wheel of your car, right? They didn't wipe it down. That's similar. It's similar to just the common cold. You have the common cold, you sneeze, you this and that, the germs, bacteria, things of that nature. You catch the common cold the same way, right? So again, it hasn't affected my business from a negative standpoint, really at all, to be honest. Okay. The flip side of it is that because a lot of my clients, both residential and commercial, are they're worried about this whole thing, whereas I'm not really so much worried about it. I educate them to a certain degree, and then I stop, so I know what to say because they ask me about it. So I know what to say, what not to say, and then I stop because again, I don't want to. I want to give them an outline of my perspective based on my research, but I don't want to deflect from it. I don't want them to be like, oh, he doesn't take this too serious. This is a serious thing. It's much like religion, right? I'm Islamic. My belief system is a little bit different. So I don't want to say that Islam is better than this or better than that, even though I personally may believe that that's why I don't like to engage in certain, talks, right? Certain things, because my belief system is a little bit different, right? So just because I believe one way don't mean it's concrete, don't mean that I'm right, you're wrong, I'm right, whatever the case is. But I educate from a certain standpoint, and then I let it be. But I've also let it allow me to make a lot of money, which is why I have not been doing the videos. I've been doing a lot of coaching with people that's in my coaching, right? Educating them on them. Now, some people have told me, Fabio, there's businesses not so much shutting down, but they're the state regulators or whatever is making a business shut down. They have to, so we're losing revenue that way. Same thing in Michigan. I just haven't had a lot of that going on with my business. A lot of restaurants in my area, they're closing down like temporarily because they don't like this 2-week strike. Schools in my area, it has not affected the schools because I have like private schools that were in charter schools that I clean. Those are still open, thank God. So we're still billing them. Business has went up because as this coronavirus just took over the world, so to speak, there are more businesses. Your phones where you're at should be ringing, right? Whether it's residential, whether it's commercial. Again, you could put a nice little flyer out, a nice little Corona campaign, right? Word it how you want to word it. Do some research on it, right? Because you don't want to mislead. Kind of how I feel America is doing us. I do feel like it's this it's this huge propaganda around this huge marketing, this huge public relations thing, right? I don't believe that it's as big as they say it is, because if you go and you look at some of the old footage about the H1N1s, the swine flu, some it made it so big, right? They built it up. Like, you just do your research, right? They made it so big, and this is like more of the same. Okay, but this, if you walk into any building, you let them know, hey, we our company has done research about the coronavirus. You give them the facts based on your research. Again, you can take a very, very scared person, homeowner, business owner alike, and you can make this coronavirus stuff work for you. Like, it's certain things that I've told people that I coach, it's certain things that I told them to do that they have done, and I got callbacks today, Fabio, because again, this is, if you can't make no money no other time, you should be able to make some money right now. Residential and commercial alike. Okay, window cleaning owners, restoration companies, or restoration cleaning owners, like, you should be able to make money hand over fist right now in today's economy, with today's marketplace the way it is, right? Using this whole coronavirus. Again, the country is already making money, worldwide. I should say the world is already making money from it. So why not get your piece of the pie? Okay. Again, it's capitalism at its best, right? They put something out in the air. Now they have everybody buying bottled water. I haven't stopped doing anything. I just haven't get caught up in it, right? So I haven't bought a bunch of cases of water, a bunch of napkins and tissue. I just been moving the same way, right? I've been moving the same way and just living the same way. I still go, right, to places that I normally go to, right? I have hand sanitizer on the door. I keep hand sanitizer in my car, right? So, and it's like halfway, it's not even halfway gone, right? So I still been doing the same thing. But like I say, guys, don't beat yourself up about different products. You can use ammonia. You can use Clorox bleach, kills on contact. It's this product that's called Awesome. Generally, like every Family Dollar, you should be able to find it anywhere. Walmart, Lowe's should have it. Home Depot, Family Dollar, Dollar Tree. Like, it's this product called Awesome. Great product to use, very inexpensive, to buy. Again, so I don't want you guys to beat yourself up. There's a lot of products that people telling you that you should go out and get, that's specially made for the coronavirus. It's beyond me, because this coronavirus stuff just happened. So how that quickly did you put a solution together for a product that's specifically for the coronavirus? I had somebody tell me that. Let me see here. Clean and disinfect hardwood carpet. How to disinfect hardwood floor. Again, like I say, it's the same thing. Like, obviously you want to put bleach on it, right? But I feel like just regular upkeeping. Like, I don't have one product that come to mind that I could tell you to get for hardwood floors. But anything typical that you could typically use for hardwood floors would be okay for hardwood floors, right? Because again, all you're doing is cleaning the surface, right? You don't have to like really beat the stuff up. Obviously you want to put bleach on hardwood floors, right? And or some of the products that I'm naming. But email me and I'll give you certain products, because I have this big book, right? This catalog that we use, where we order from, right? So I can give you certain products to go and get. both on a more expensive side from a professional standpoint, and give you something that you can use just like over the counter, that you can just walk into the store and purchase, right? That's not so expensive. So if you email me, I'll be able to give you certain things that you can, certain products that you can go and buy, just because I can't think off the top of my head and tell you. But I will give you that information. If you email me, HollywoodJanitorialServe at gmail.com, HollywoodJanitorialServe. Hell, I'll even give you the book. I'll give you the not the book, the catalog that you could order from. I'll give you the name of it. Okay. And it has just a ton of products from A to Z, right? All type of products from A to Z that you can just order. Okay. Or you can call to see if you're, most times, which is what I do, I rarely have to order from it. You can call to see if your local janitor supply store or janitor supply house have this particular product or that particular product. If they do, you just go right in and buy it. You don't even have to order it. Okay. So I'm so sorry that I don't have the information like off the top of my head, but I don't want to just like ramble with it and just mislead you. But if you do email me, HollywoodJanitorialServe at gmail.com, I'll make sure myself or Jasmine give you that proper information for anybody that wants it. Okay. But yeah, guys, like I say, don't this is a money maven for you guys. If you wasn't able to pick up contracts before, you should be able to pick up contracts now. Because again, these professional business owners, I mean, even corporate business people, they are scared out their mind. When you walk in the building, you see they're watching CNN, and I mean, I done walked into buildings. I've picked up more contracts, right? Some of residential cleaning clients, whereas they might have had us once a week or something like that. Guys, let's get these likes up, guys. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I really greatly appreciate that. Also leave comments, right? Let's help this video become discoverable. And in order for that to happen, we got to get those likes up there. So go ahead, like this video, guys. A lot of people have been emailing me, Fabio, where you been? We want your take on the coronavirus, how you feel about it, how it's affected your business. So help me help you. Let's get the likes up, guys. I really greatly appreciate you so much. Okay, so do you guys have any questions for me? It doesn't have to be coronavirus related. It could just be regular business questions. I'm going to come back doing regular, just more videos and just the regular videos really shortly. Again, my business over the last week or so has really exploded in terms of the phone calls that I get. The more this coronavirus stuff becomes viral, the more calls that I get, the more they want to beef up, like I say, the residential cleaning. We have a lot of residential cleaning clients that we do like once a week, right? We clean their homes or whatever, and they done beefed it up, right? We've made more money on them. They were willing to pay more because there was more things that they wanted wiped down, things that we wouldn't typically do, they want done. Okay, so it's going to come at a bigger price, at a higher price. Okay, and I would suggest you guys do the exact same thing. So do educate yourself on the coronavirus, guys, and just look at some of the other things that I was telling you about, like the H1N1, the swine flu. It's another one, a few other ones that I looked up. I can't remember right now, but again, they all have common things in common. And just look up the common cold, right? And you're gonna see what I'm saying. It's right. I feel like this thing is a big publicity campaign just on the world, right, where they got us going crazy about it. I'm not saying it's not serious. I personally, and my own personal belief behind it, I don't feel that it's as big as they say it is. Like it's this big thing, and maybe I'm just a conspiracy theorist when it comes down to it, but I don't feel it's as big and magnified as they say it is. Even with the numbers that they put out there in terms of the death, how many people have it, I just don't feel like the numbers, I feel like the numbers keep growing, but I just don't feel like is that many people that have this thing, right? Because a lot of people actually have the common cold and they go and get tested, and people say that they have the coronavirus when they have a common cold. Now, me, I personally don't believe in vaccinations. I'm not in the type of guy to get the flu shot and this and shot and that shot, quarantine and all of that stuff. I just don't personally believe in it because it's a toxic that, number one, we don't know what makes up that shot, right? We don't know. And again, I know this is off the, that's why I say this is my personal opinion. So this is off the cleaning stuff. But me, I'm not going to get a flu shot. I never get a flu shot. I don't care what season it is, whatever. It's a toxic that they put in our bodies or your bodies, right? And when I look up vaccinations, based on my research, when you get vaccinated, you automatically have to do a detox. You have to do a detox. So when you get vaccinated, I don't want to put anything in my body that I automatically have to detox to get out of my body. It just doesn't make sense. And I feel like the that's where you get the elements of people that you have healthy people, totally healthy people, right? And now they have Down syndrome, or their children have Down syndrome, or they have these what's the one, autism, right? They have all these different type of ailments, and if they don't have them, right, when they produce children and whatever the case is, because that child is still a part of you. It's just my own theory, guys. It's just my own theory that because of this, this type of stuff that you've been putting into your body, that we don't necessarily know what makes this substance up or what this actually does, right? Besides supposedly get over your cold or help you with your cold. I just feel like regular nutrition, working out, drinking water, natural remedies and different things like that. I do believe in vitamins, different things like that. I do believe those type of things will help us out for the long haul, right? It's just my own personal opinion. I'm not a doctor, and I'm not trying to tell you not, right? You believe how you want to believe. It's just, my belief system is a little bit different, okay? So again, when you have a virus or you have certain things going on and they say, hey, you need to get vaccinated, instantly following a vaccination, you should get a detox. Does not make sense to me. I put something in my body that's supposed to help my body, but by the same token, I need to detox it, right? I need to detox my body. So why am I putting something in my body that I automatically have to detox from, right? I personally believe because it shouldn't be in my body. So I don't get flu shots. I don't believe in vaccinations. I don't have kids, but if I did, they wouldn't get vaccinations. You say, well, what about school? They're going to go to the school, whatever school they're supposed to go to. That's the school they're going to go to, right? Because I would not vaccinate my children, right? I just don't personally believe in that. So, but anyway, on a flip side of things, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, I would love to entertain them right here for you guys that's watching this. I really thank all of you guys that called me, that emailed me, that checked on me. Fabio, are you okay health wise? Or your business okay? Some people they reminded me about my the big account. We know you lost the big account. We just want to make sure that you're okay. We haven't really heard so much from you, but business is up a gazillion percent for me, both on the residential and the commercial side. Like I say, guys, if you use this whole corona stuff the right way, you can really put a marketing campaign surrounding this whole corona stuff and really build your business up. I'm talking about the little guy that's just starting his business, that's just getting off the ground, that type of thing. You can really make a lot of money using the likes of this coronavirus stuff, okay? You just got to be willing to go out there and knock doors, be willing, to try different things, right? I'm not saying knocking doors is the only way, or picking up the phones is the only. Picking up the phone is a great way to go right now, right? People are more, a little bit more reluctantly will listen to you now, okay? Whereas before they might tell you no and they hang up on you, right? That's because you can come from a different angle. Same thing from a media standpoint, giving visibility, putting yourself in the press, just giving your opinion. You're supposed to be able to give your opinion A lot of people may shut you down. So if you stand for something, you want to stand on it. Okay? If you stand for something, you want to stand on it. So don't let anybody, based on your research and what you come up with, don't let anybody talk you out of what you personally believe about this catastrophe that's going on in the world. Okay? Based on your research. I stand by how I feel. No one can make me feel any different. If others feel different, I do respect their opinion about the circumstances that's going on, the situation that's going on, right? So if you guys say, well, this and this and that, I say, hey, bud, sounds good. If that's how you feel. I totally, I'm on your side. I totally agree, right? I'm with you. It's just, it won't reflect the way I feel, because I feel the way that I feel, but I don't down somebody else based on their research and based on how they feel and their theory of this whole coronavirus. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Okay. So, do you guys have any more questions? Hopefully I kind of answered, how my business is doing, how I'm personally doing, how it's affected me both personal and business wise. My business is up. Like I said, I've talked to a lot of people, both that's like a part of my coaching, that's within my coaching, and outside people that's just checking on me. And I've gave a lot of pointers. I called people directly, talked to them, told them what I think that they should do in certain circumstances. There's also people that's losing contracts or losing clients, or business is at a stagnant standstill due to the fact that the coronavirus is such a big epidemic in this country that people are closing down their office for about a week or so. I tell people on that end, if you can educate the business owner, and this is when I said this on coaching calls, if you can educate, if you do some research about this coronavirus, make yourself knowledgeable about it, you might put yourself in a situation where that particular maybe lawyer, that particular medical practitioner, whatever, was going to close down his or her office. You educate them enough about it based on your research, you might be able to get them to keep the business open, where you can go in and you can continue to disinfect everything, because that's all you can do. If anybody say that this is this magic thing that you can do, no, the only thing you can do is just disinfect the surface, the surface areas, right? The restroom, the keyboard, the desk where they work from, just wipe downs. Your wipe downs should just be more extensive, right? I mean, you can. I told one coaching person, I say, look, you educate yourself on it. You get you one of those big white suits, right? Latex gloves, the big mask, looking like you're going to Space Jam somewhere, right? You know what I'm talking about, right? Those big white suits from head to toe. Cover yourself up, and you and your team go in there, man, they're gonna really think you're Johnny on the spot, like you really got this thing to a science, right? Because a lot of people, it's scaring a lot of people away, but the fact that you look the way you look, they are really gonna feel like you're at this professional level, like you're really on top of things, like you really got a grab on this corona stuff, right? Again, you have to educate them based on your research. So I would suggest that you guys do research, right? So you will know at least what the hell you're talking about, right? But I don't personally believe that it should scare you to the point that you don't even want to go door knocking, that you don't want to pick up new business, both residential and commercial. Okay, you guys should definitely still be out there in the field. Like I say, you still should be taking care of yourself, drinking water, getting vitamin C, getting your daily nutrition in, as you should do once this subsides, once this corona stuff is done, because every good thing and bad thing got to come to an end. So eventually this is going to come to the end. You still want to live the same way. You still want to act as if this coronavirus is still going on. You don't want to say, okay, now I can sit back from it, right? That's how I personally feel, guys. That's just my own personal opinion about it. So again, you should still eat properly, but based on your research, you can educate them, right? You once you make somebody a little bit more knowledgeable about something, then their perspective on that particular situation is a little bit different. So whereas there's one lady or one guy right now, there's a hair salon that you clean, there's a barber shop that you clean, there's a clinic that you clean. They're watching the media. Yeah, all of these buildings got flat screens in them, right? They're looking at CNN, they're watching the local news, and every major story is coronavirus this, coronavirus that. right? And if you can kind of educate them a little bit as the media scared them, right, you can kind of bring them up based on your research. Again, you were just basing it on research. Based on your research, you bring them up to speed with it. Whereas they're thinking about shutting the barbershop down or shutting the hair salon down, you may be able to keep them from doing that and still make money from them in the same space, right? You still be able to make money from them, right? Because if they close the hair salon down for a week or two, now you're losing revenue. So you don't have that whole 30-day worth of revenue coming in. You're going to have about 2 weeks, right? Or if they close down for the month or whatever the case is, you're still going to lose revenue. Same thing with the homeowner. You educate the homeowner. They might say, look, the coronavirus, I don't know if you guys have the coronavirus or your employees have it, but look, I'm just going to cancel the service all the. Again, you make those people educated about it based upon your research. Based upon your research, I have meetings with my employees, and I talk to my people in Toledo, and I talk to my people in Georgia, right? And when I say my people, in terms of my supervisors and different things like that, touching bases with them. I've made calls to my clients out there in both Georgia and Toledo alike, right? Then let them know, hey, we're on top of this. We got a grab on this. We know what we're doing. You know, you guys can continue to operate. Just continue to take care of yourself, you know, individually. Continue to keep you guys healthed up and take care of yourself. But disinfecting, we got a grab on it. I assure my people that we have a grab on it, right? And again, there's no special product that you need. Ammonia, you can use this product called Awesome, right? It's not expensive to buy. And Clorox bleach. You don't need this. Somebody said that they bought this product that's specifically for the coronavirus. It kills on contact. It's this magic potion and lotion and formula. It's this magic. Guys, how did they put this formula together this quick, right? They say this product is, I forget the name, but somebody was telling me about it. Say this product is specifically for the coronavirus. So now people are going to do a bunch of private labeling, which is a marketing scheme, right? Private label, put a label on it, say it helps with this corona stuff, right? And now they're going to make a lot of money because people don't know that they're using the same product that is already in the marketplace. It's just a private label on it with a fancy design on it that people is selling to the masses, saying that this particular product may help for the coronavirus. Okay, again, that's just the way I think. That's just the way I process things, right? So anything that somebody say is new that came about just recently, I don't personally believe is new, but I do personally believe you may be private labeling, right? You're using a product that's already in the marketplace, you relabel it, and then you sell it to the masses, right? As this top-notch formula that you could use to help specifically for the coronavirus, okay? It's my personal opinion, guys. So again, I'm giving you my opinion like I do any other video on what you should do, how you should pick up new contracts, how you should do different things. So it's just my opinion. Again, guys, I think I probably did enough rambling for now. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can always email me at hollywoodjanitorialserve@gmail.com. hollywoodjanitorialserve@gmail.com. You're more than happy to answer your questions. Or if you have any right here, for the people that's watching me, I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Again, it don't have to be related to the coronavirus, right? It could be whatever you got going on. Okay. Again, like I say, some of the people that's in my coaching, I had to make them because they were freaking out, right? I had one lady, she lost a big business because they just shut down, and they actually told her that they don't need her service anymore. Like, so she actually lost a contract. So you know my feelings for that. You know, I hate the fact that she lost the contract, but I told her, I say, you got to start educating these people because they're freaking out. They don't know, and we're looked at as the expert, right? So it's like we should know. Like, that's how they're looking at it. Like, we know. You know, I've even had to talk to people about their pets and different things, and you know, people like, oh, I don't want my pet to get sick. I don't want my pet. You know, again, so you have to educate yourself again, so you don't just tell them anything. But like I say, the coronavirus have similarities to just a common cold, and you treat that, to me, you treat that the same way, right? You're not going to be around somebody that has the flu or have a common cold, right? Because there's a chance that you would catch it. Somebody that have a cold, they sneeze on the door handle, you touch the door handle, then guess what? You touch the bacteria, you touch the germs, now all of a sudden you got this cold, right? You're same thing with the coronavirus. They got the coronavirus, they touching things, germs, bacteria, boom, now you have the coronavirus. It's also airborne. If you're around somebody, they have the coronavirus, which to me is almost no different than the common cold. Now, you being around them, you can catch the coronavirus. That's why you see a lot of people with face masks on and they talking through masks and latex gloves and different things like that, right? But again, it has the same similarities. Based upon my research, I've done a lot of research on this, and I'm still checking things out, and I'm a conspiracy theorist, I guess, in a sense, right? I have my theory on what's going on. From a bigger standpoint, I'm looking at it as a whole media blitz, a whole media campaign, right? Marketing campaign. They've no different than the whole Y2K thing, right? Y2K, year 2000, the lights is gonna go out, trees are gonna fall over, everything is gonna shut down. Get all your water, soup, pork and beans, all of this stuff, canned goods, and then boom, the clock strike 12, 2000 come in, and everything is running the same, right? The world was supposed to end in 2000, right? Same way with this. Again, I'm not trying to downplay it. Let me make that clear. I'm not trying to say it's not a serious thing, but I don't look at it from the eyes of the media. I look at it from a more profitable standpoint, as I have done my research about it, where I can educate my potential client and my clients on what I feel is going on and how we will be able to service them, right? So they won't freak out, okay? Because again, there's a lot of business owners in your area that's freaking out now. They're thinking that may haven't closed their doors today or yesterday, but they might close their doors tomorrow, right? But if you know what you know and you do some education, you do some educating, and you have some research so you can educate, then you might be able to save them from potentially closing their doors for a week or two, right? Which would stump on your income, because that could perhaps be a new contract for you, or if it's an existing contract, you can save them from closing their doors, which would help you continue to make more money, right? Because if they close their doors, you're not working, you're not going to get paid for that, right? Because no one was there. So again, you don't want to lose your income because someone is scared about what's going on in today's society worldwide. Okay, I've talked to people from England, and we've done Duo and what's this, WhatsApp. I'll talk again. This is what's happened since the last time I did a video. Talk to people over WhatsApp, from England and other places like that watch my videos and different things like that. So again, guys, like I say, I'm not trying to downplay it. I gave you guys my personal opinion about it and how I feel about it. I told you what I feel like you should use. You can use Clorox bleach. You can use ammonia. Someone said just regular white vinegar, which is just as good. It's a nice cleaning agent. It's this product that's called Awesome. It's yellow. You can get it from pretty much any dollar store. You should have it. Dollar General, Family Dollar. You can go online, order it if you want to. Walmart should have it. Walgreens should have it. It's an awesome product. It's called Awesome. Okay. Like I say, just educate you guys self about it. Don't let it freak you out to the point where you're not picking up new business. If anything, this should really be a money grab for you guys, right? Okay. So, but again, you want to educate as you solicit for new business, or educate your existing clients so they won't freak out, right? I mean, you want to ease them a little bit, right? You want to ease them a little bit, because again, you telling them one thing and what the masses is the mass media is saying, they still going to feel whatever way that they're going to feel, but you would help save your money, or you would help be able to pick up more money for yourself, for your business. Okay, and that's what I've done. Again, it hasn't affected me from a bad perspective, period. I mean, since it's went viral as such. I mean, since it's been like the way it is, it hasn't affected me in a bad way at all. Okay, so you guys have any questions for me? If not, I'll go ahead and wrap it up at this point. Like I say, I wanted to do this video because I've been getting a lot of emails, text messages, phone calls. People ask me, am I okay? What's going on? And I do really, really appreciate that, guys. I put a post up on my community tab letting you guys know I was going to do a video. Um, and you know, I mentioned the coronavirus. I really had me running around this place like a chicken with his head cut off, right? Because they're freaking out, and I feel like it was my job to do some research and ease their mind, so to speak, right? So, you know, I made promises to disinfect the surface as we already was doing. Um, Again, I spoke to many business owners, many homeowners, right? I gave them my perspective of just the coronavirus without being too technical or overbearing about it. Right? I gave them surface information. I didn't want to kind of go into my whole theory as to what was going on, right? Because I don't want to scare them away, or I'm not trying to like change their mind based on however they feel or whatever they feel about it. But again, I have my own intel about it, and I feel a certain way about it, right? It just doesn't do to me what it's doing to the masses, right? So, yeah, that's that. You guys have any questions? Let me see here. Did I miss anything? You got that right. I put disinfected drivers on my flyer. It's blown up. Tenacity. What you said, right? Again, and that's what I'm trying to tell people. All you got to do is put this in your marketing piece, right? And say that you're Corona proven or whatever. I use something. I forgot what word I used, but the wording is magnificent. And Tenacity, she knows about this, right? The wording is what you say. You'll be able to grab the attention both on the residential and the commercial side. Again, I'm telling you guys. Restaurant cleanouts for people that do restaurants. I'm not particularly into that. The same thing. Just don't, you know, again, there's people that might email you, say, hey, we got this product specifically. Do not buy that shit, bro. I'm telling you, because people are buying product, they're capitalizing on it, saying, hey, this is just specifically for the corona. This is an agent that's put together. It's FDA approved. Man, bro, how that shit happened that quick? Excuse my French. It's impossible. All they did was take a product that they found in the marketplace, private label, spend the money for it, put their own stamp and approval on it, their own little whatever on it, and now they're selling it to the masses, right? So they're making a what from it? From the whole thing? A profit, right? Again, bleach, ammonia, white vinegar, this product called Awesome that Family Dollar have. Like I was telling you, that it's a good product. Awesome, it's a cheap product, but it's a good product. It works. Okay, use that. Again, it's all in the wording. You can save your business if you just educate them. In order for you to educate them, you have to know. Just do a little bit. It's the weekend coming up, whatever the case is. Just do a little research, guys. Just do a little research about it. And again, you're going to see it has the same symptoms as a common cold. You know, it does. It's the same thing, right? You shouldn't be around somebody that got the cold or flu. You shouldn't be around somebody that got the coronavirus. You can catch a cold, airborne, somebody sneezing in the air, whatever the case, catch coronavirus the same way. You can, you know, have, you know, the germs on your hand from your flu. You touch the doorknob, you catch the flu that way. You can do the same thing with the coronavirus. They germs on their hand, touch the doorknob. Again, it's the similarities. So based on my education, again, the H1N1, swine flu, some of these other things, every so many years they have this epidemic that goes on, right? Every so many years. And I just feel like we're in a time now where this will eventually subside. I do believe the country as a whole and the world as a whole is scaring people everywhere. Okay, see, now I think somebody playing with me now. I think I'm speaking at ish, and now they're trying to cut my YouTube video off because it just automatically shut my video down, and I was able to resume it right here. So I don't want to lose it, but I think I'm on to something. I think I'm on to something. I could be. I'm a Virgo, so sometimes we really analyze stuff, right? We really look at things. It's a little warm in here, so we really look at things, right? So, but like I say, guys, don't pressure bust a pipe. Don't let this get you down. If anything, you should attack this head on with your clients. I would pay them a visit. Right now would be a good time to pay them a visit just to check in. Just to check in, not to really necessarily sell them anything. If a sale come out of it by you just checking in, cool. Door to door would be a good way to go and solicit new contracts, even picking up the phones, right? They're more prone. You can have a coronavirus portion in your script that you write. How you be able to disinfect, how you be able, and again, it's no different than what you should have already been doing, right? If anything, they might want you to just disinfect more. They might want you to wipe window ledges. They might want you to wipe down little countertops or little handrails, different things that they didn't typically want you to even touch. It wasn't even part of a write-up for you in terms of putting an estimate in, right? So they might want you to do more. So again, that's why I told you on one of the last videos, I say, guys, take your time on a walkthrough so you can get everything, okay? Because the more you do, the more I feel like you should charge. It takes time to do this stuff, right? You got to pay payroll, you got taxes, you got all these different things, and this shouldn't be anything that that disable you. If anything, it should propel you in the marketplace. You should be able to profit from this, okay? And this is for both my residential and my commercial. I'm not trying to separate them, okay? So again, like I said, I've made money with it. Let me see what else you guys are saying. I have a big meeting tomorrow for a contract. Can I politely reject the handshake? White people love to shake hands, and I don't want to at all. That's a good question. That's a good question. And I'm already a germaphobe naturally. Like I don't know. I'm already a germaphobe naturally. Handshake is part of the business, building business relationships. So I'm not saying that I don't shake hands, but I guess I don't know how to politely tell you to do that. Right now, but when I'm thinking right now, to be honest, and I wouldn't make it a white people thing. I know it's white people to watch me here. I think it's a people thing now. Right now, everybody is scared, so I don't think people are probably going to be too prone to want to shake your hand, right? Because they may think that you have something going on, right? So you could do the nice, bow gesture, the nod, head nodding, that type of thing. You know, I don't know how. I mean, if they reach their hand out, I guess to not shake it would be disrespectful. But then you immediately would have to hand sanitize yourself and that type of thing. That's probably what I would do, right? Again, I have hand sanitizer in the car. Immediately, I would probably wash my hands and sanitize my hands. I don't know how you can get around that if somebody reached their hand out to shake your hand and you just say, hey, I'm, coronavirus, I don't want to shake hands. Because then you might not get that contract just because of that. It can seem very disrespectful. And I'm not trying to make light of this situation. I don't know. Every situation is different. I think I would have to be in it myself. I don't know. I can't respectfully, and I know a lot of things, but you caught me right there. And so I'm kind of all over the place. If somebody reach out their hand and shake your hand, it's only natural that you shake their hand. But I would suggest that you probably wash your hands immediately. At the very least, have some hand sanitizer around, and just hand sanitize, and then soon as you can, still wash your hands, right? And then you can re-sanitize your hands, right? With hand sanitizer, okay? But I'm not sure that I'm the best at telling you without being disrespectful, telling you the best way to handle a handshake. I'm so sorry. But like I say, we at a point now where people are wearing gloves, they're wearing face masks, so they may feel the same way about you as you feel about them. in that regard, so they may not want to shake your hand, right? But I think the nice bow, the head nodding as you explain, you're doing a walkthrough, whatever the case is, even with your clients right now, a lot of them, I just feel like it just seemed like a lot of people wouldn't be so quick to put their hand out to shake your hand, at least not right now, because of what's going on with this whole coronavirus stuff. So hopefully I helped you a little bit. I'm so sorry if I didn't. I just personally, maybe I need to do some research on a handshake now, because I don't personally believe that I'm the best person to answer that. I probably would shake and just wash my hands immediately. At the very least, sanitize it with hand sanitizer and kind of keep it moving, personally. Shake and use, yep. I'm a germaphobe too, naturally, yep. Hi, this is Joe from the Coronavirus is also causing tension here. Yeah, coronavirus is causing tension everywhere, Joe. I just feel that it's a big. Hey, what's up, Leonard? I just feel like it's a big. It's a media blitz. It's a big media. Uh, a lot of propaganda in there. I shook a hand at a big contract, and I literally thought my hand was going to fall off. Yeah. It would be rude to apply hand sanitizer immediately in front of them. Yeah, I wouldn't do it. But the minute I'm before I hit their door, I mean, if you have hand sanitizer on you, one of them little small compact hand sanitizers. Before, even now when I'm in public buildings, I was just at the bookstore earlier, and I had to use the restroom and everything. So I keep this little hand sanitizer on me. A lot of the public places already have hand sanitizer in there. If they didn't before, they do now. I know the Barnes and Noble had hand sanitizer inside. But I'll wash my hands, and they have the little, paper towel, dry my hands off, and I use the paper towel to open the door, because you got to pull it, right? Even when I push out, like when you got to push to leave a property or leave out a facility to push out, I generally kind of use my arm, not necessarily my hands, use my arm, something like that. And I usually use my hands to push out, just to avoid touching the surface. And then I still, I will be honest, I have been using more Germ-X. I use Germ-X, which is hand sanitizer. I have been using more of it than ever before, right? I haven't used it so frequently in my life as I have now. I do have in the trunk, because I use it regularly in my buildings, Lysol disinfectant. So I use that. Or again, that's what I'm saying, guys. You just still live. Just use what you currently been using. So I use disinfectant anyway, right? I have one that should be, it's probably on my back, the back floor. But I have one. I keep Germ-X in the car, which is hand sanitizer, and I always keep Lysol. Like I say, I'm a germaphobe by nature, right? Naturally. So this is stuff I've already been doing. So let me see here. And shower every night after being out all day. I can't stress this enough. Yeah, shower. Well, yeah, you should definitely be doing that anyway. But if a person does not do that, yeah, cleansing your body, and not only the outside, guys, your inside, your intake, right? Fruits, vegetables, water, stuff like that. I juice a lot, so I do a lot of juicing. Mix vegetables, putting my own concoctions together. I do a lot of juices. So again, getting that natural intake for yourself. Okay. And this is something, I'm not trying to turn this into a whole health live or anything like that. I still want to stay on topic, but I don't want you guys to get all worked up as business owners, as subcontractors, independent contractors, or whatever the case is. I still want you guys to be able to become profitable from this. America is making this thing a big, well, I'm using America, but it's really a global thing. But America specifically is making this thing a really big thing, right? And I think again, it's just a big media blitz. It's PR at its finest, right? It's publicity at its finest. So since the publicity is already out there, maybe even if you had a tie-in, if you had a hook, get yourself booked on the local news. Call the media, put a media release in, right? Have your own hook to the story, right? Again, and it's only your opinion, right? A lot of the stuff that they're putting out there isn't factual, right? It's just their opinion, but they're feeding it to us from a mass production standpoint, right? Mass media, Fox, CBS, NBC, from a mass media side of things, and it's a global thing, right? So that's why people like in Taiwan, or people in China, or Japan, or people all over in Italy, right? That's why it's a global thing. That's why I say just educate you guys self about it. Don't not only just take care of your outside well-being, but your inside well-being, and which you should already be doing anyway. Okay. Um, it has seriously affected the economy, the stock market, and different things like that. But again, this is going to happen again, guys, in another 5, maybe not 5, maybe another 5-10 years. Trust me, you're going to watch this video and you're going to say, Fabio said that this was going to happen. Every so many years, we have to have an epidemic. We have to have some catastrophe going on. The market fluctuate on a daily basis, but it has to be a point where the market is going to crash, which it has crashed, right? So it is going down, but then when it come up, it's stronger than ever. Just like when the unemployment rate was down and people wasn't hiring, right? It's this big thing. The market is it's tied in, and unemployment, they're not hiring people. Now we gradually, the marketplace came up. People are buying houses. Stocks is good. Everybody living their high life. People are getting employment, right? So now we're riding high. So that wave only going to go up so much before a catastrophe has to happen. It has to happen. So yeah, it has affected the economy. My business specifically is up though, right? So I'm not going to say I don't care about the market. This ain't the typical outbreak reaction, right? It's not, right? But it is a money grab, right? From a global standpoint, it's a money grab from a global standpoint, right? Even with the swine flu, when they had the Y2K thing, the world is going to shut down, year 2000 and everything. To me, this is about the same. I mean, you can kind of compare the Y2K and this, and you might say, no, Fabio, this is a little different. When I think back and I put myself in that mind frame, living in that era of things, right? It's about the same in regard. The only thing is that it wasn't like a flu outbreak, that type of thing. But when you even compare it to the swine flu, it's the same thing, right? People were doing like the same thing. So again, every so many years, and whenever you have anything to this magnitude, it's going to reflect the economy, some way, fashion, or form, right? People are going to get to selling their stocks, thinking about all the cancellations of people being laid off. What's going on in the grocery stores? Yeah, it's going to happen, but they're going to get their jobs back. They're going to get their jobs back. There's a lot of businesses closed down. They got sporting agencies and the NBA, the NFL, not NFL, the hockey, NHL, the tennis, and what's the other one? Golf, right? All of these people they're shutting down. It's a 2-week layoff. So again, this is part of what has to happen, right? There's nothing that we could personally do about it. So anything that I can't control, I don't so much let my mind worry about it, especially if I can't control it. But what I can control is my own eating habits. What I can control is how I sanitize things. I can control just me, how I move out here in the marketplace, how I think business-wise in terms of picking up new contracts. I don't let it hold me back, and I wouldn't suggest anybody that follow me and watch me here on YouTube or that I coach do that either, right? This has never quite happened this way. Well, it's just it's magnified at its finest. It's magnified, and I agree from that standpoint. I mean, from a shutdown standpoint and different things, this has magnified a certain way. But look, it's nothing that we can do, right? It's nothing that we can do in that regard. I mean, if the corporate companies are shutting down, the government is shutting down, everything is shutting down the way it has, there's nothing that we could personally do about it. But life must goes on, right? So you still, again, whatever you can control in your immediate area, you control that. Sanitizing your hands, sanitizing your body, right? Cleansing yourself, right? From the inside out, the outside in, right? So you can control what you can control. What's going to happen is going to happen, right? You have no control over that. So still don't allow it to cripple you, right? It's some people that I talk to, they say, hey, I don't want to go to work. But you can tell your utility company that when it's time to do the bills, right? And it's time to pay your bill. You can't tell your leasing agent that for your house or your apartment, right, when it's time to pay the rent, right? That hey, this is big epidemic, right? Unless your specific business is closed down, right? And I do understand and I sympathize with people where, they're laid off for 2 weeks. Or they work at this big production plant and the plant is on a shutdown. So I mean I do sympathize with that. That's why I also believe in multiple streams of income too, right? I believe that even if you have a job, you should have something that you excellent at. You do hair, you do nails, or whatever the case, right? You're a mechanic, right? You should have a side hustle somewhere where you're able to utilize those side hustle skills, right? And that's just how I think around the clock, right? So again, I can't control what's going on in the marketplace. I can't control what's going on with the whole coronavirus. I do feel like it's been amplified at its height, at its highest, right? When you compare it to some of the other things in the past. But again, don't beat yourself up about it. Don't let it crush your business. Still go out, try to pick up new contracts, um, whether it's residential or commercial. Still make yourself a force in the marketplace. Educate yourself about it. Be able to explain it to your potential client, right? Or your present client, okay? Because you, again, if you can ease them, right, from what they feel and what they believe about it based on your research, you will be able to help maybe perhaps pick up a new contract or save the current contract that you have, whereas they might have been thinking to close down for about 2 to 3 weeks based on what they see in the media, okay? So again, um, that's how I feel. You guys have any more questions, comments? I know I talk a lot, but I would love to entertain if you guys have any more questions, comments. Um, and this is just my own opinion, guys. I'm not trying to say that I'm right for the people that's watching me. I'm not trying to say that I know it all and this and this and this. Like I say, it has hit Michigan. They said it's a few cases, or it's about 13 cases out here. The last that I checked, that they said in Michigan as a whole, meaning the whole state, it's 13 people that came in contact with the coronavirus, and I'm still living the same way. I take care of myself naturally. I do what I'm supposed to do. So again, I would suggest you guys do the exact same thing. Just don't let this cripple your business, because a lot of people is. I've talked to people that say, Fabio, I lost contracts, and that's going to happen. I've talked to people that say, Fabio, many of my contracts closed down for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever the case. That's going to happen, right? But again, my theory is, my thing is, if you educate yourself about this, you will be able to help educate them, right? Because all they're going by is what they see in the newspaper, what they see in the mass media about the coronavirus as a whole. The object of the game is for you to be able to still make money from this, okay? As they are. They have you going out buying water and all of the bleach and all of the this and that, right? They're buying the tissue and buying canned goods and buying all of this stuff, right? Right? And it's no different than, some of the things that we went through in the past with other catastrophes and other things that was supposed to happen that didn't necessarily happen, right? So again, I feel like it's a media thing. It's just magnified at its highest, and I do feel that you could become very, very profitable for even the little guy, right? The guy that's just starting his business, just getting off the ground, he can use this and start making himself a lot of money with this. Okay, so you might as well get your piece of the pie anyway. America, they got a nice share. I mean, even other countries, it's a global thing. They got their nice piece of the pie. Okay. All right, guys. That's gonna wrap it up. Like I say, hope if I offended anyone, and that definitely wasn't my thing to do. I wasn't trying to, but I did want to give you just my personal opinion about it, my perspective about it, how I felt about the coronavirus, how it has affected me, if it affected me, from a personal standpoint and a business standpoint. Do take care of yourself from the inside out, outside in, however you look at it, and do some research on it, guys. I'm not trying to tell you to buy any books on it, or just try to, really go too deep into it, but just do some basic research on the coronavirus, and then kind of compare it to some of the things that, the H1N1, the swine flu, some of the other things, right? And kind of educate yourself, give yourself that intel or intelligence about it, and you'll be able to explain that to your potential client or current client that may be thinking about shutting the business down for weeks, or maybe thinking about hiring a cleaning company, right? So you'll have the edge on that. It's no different than green cleaning. Remember when that was a whole big thing, when they was hiring companies that specialized in green cleaning and using green products and different things. Again, a lot of the products is already on the marketplace already, right? There's a lot of over-the-counter green cleaning products that you can that's just as effective as some of the more professional stuff, right? But that was a big wave when everybody was going green, so to speak, right? Now that has subsided. Some people still green, but that's subsided now. It's not as big as it once was. So you educate yourself about it in the marketplace, and you'll be able to explain that to your potential client or current client to be able to make more money or save the money that you're currently making. Okay? So that's going to do it for now. I will come back with a regular video really, really soon, guys. I want to thank all of the emails and the phone calls, text messages that I've received about it. Like I say, my business has definitely been heightened due to this whole corona stuff. Got more phone calls, a lot of residential. I picked up a lot of residential contracts due to this corona thing, and I'm not really big on the whole residential side of things. Move in, move out things, apartments and stuff like that, getting apartments ready. That's big business too. I would suggest you guys to align yourself with property management companies like that. They can use you, and definitely keep you busy. Okay, so that's a way that you can go. So that's going to do it for now. That's going to wrap it up, guys. I definitely appreciate you. We'll be back really, really soon. I can't say exactly when, because I'm still on this whole corona wave right now, where things is really, really busy. But I won't make you guys wait too long. Okay, so I definitely will be back. You can always email me at hollywoodjanitorialserve@gmail.com. hollywoodjanitorialserve@gmail.com. That's going to wrap it up. The only person that could ever stop you from starting up your own dreams and making it to the top is you. You guys take care. Reach out to me if you need me. I'm here for you. Or leave a comment on the video. Make sure you like it too. Share and subscribe. Okay?